Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatia from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And as most of you all may or may not know, here in Chicago, we have finally experienced the famine of the word. Not too long ago, our governor, J.B. Pritzker, and Mayor Lori Lightfoot, they have instituted a form of martial law. And one of the stipulations in this martial law was that due to this whole COVID-19 pandemic that's running rampant around the world, that there's no more mass congregation. All right. So to them, that is a crowd, at least what they say is 5 people or more. Now, I'm sure that's up to the police officer's discretion, depending on how they feel. But from what the mayor, what the governor, and other sources say, that there's no more mass congregation. And due to that, last Saturday was the first Saturday that we have not been on the highways and byways to preach in my short 6 years of the truth. And the thing is, we told a lot of our people that this day would come. All right. And that brings me to Ezekiel 12:21. And it says, "And the word of the Lord, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is this proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth?" Meaning that when we're out on the highways and the byways preaching, the rebellious of our people walk past, they scoff, they mock, they say, "Man, you all been out here forever preaching the same word. Ain't nothing happened. It's been 40-something years. You think something would have happened by now. All right. This ain't going to happen ever, or it may not happen till 50 or 80-some years down the line." And what's this vision that we're talking of? When we go to Amos 8:11, it's that famine of the word. See, our people thought that this day will never come. Amos 8:11. "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and they shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst." All right. Because now, since the governor and the mayor got the state and the city on lockdown, and all the things that we said that were going to happen have come to pass with the martial law and the famine of the word. Hey, man, brothers have been sending personal texts to each other, calling each other, saying, "Man, some dude in the world, when I was in the world 5 years ago, 8 years ago, however long it was, sent me a text through Facebook or Instagram or however they communicate, talking about, man, dude, all that stuff you was talking about a few years ago, it's all coming to pass. Hey, you guys still gonna be out on the street, or how can I link up with you?" See, the rebellious of our people, now they know that this is real. We weren't out there just speaking just for speaking's sake. No, we were speaking the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai clearly states that, "Son of man, what is this proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will make this proverb to cease." Meaning that you all are not going to be going out talking about, "Hey, you guys better stop preaching that stuff. Go on with that madness." Ain't gonna be no famine of the words. Not gonna be no martial law. It's not gonna be none of that. You just wasting your breath. No, the Lord said, I'm gonna cause all this scoffing and useless chatter to stop. And he says, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. And what's that vision? Martial law and great pestilence. Because you got this COVID-19 is running rampant across the world, but it's the worst here in America. And now, thanks to the stupidity of many people in America, all right, governors and mayors in many cities throughout the United States are just like, well, now, since you can't control yourself, we're going to do the controlling for you. So if you're not going to the grocery store or going to see some type of healthcare physician for medicine, doctor checkup, OBGYN, some type of chiropractor, whatever it is, get gas, checking on a loved one. If you're not doing any of that, your ass needs to be at home. Because if we catch you outside, you're getting fined, you're getting arrested, or you're going to jail. All right. So it says, for there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. I want to get that word vain. Divination. Vain. I think it's show. Wow.
Strong's H7723. Shav.
It says emptiness, vanity, falsehood, nothingness, emptiness of speech, lying, worthlessness. Okay? So he's saying no more will there be any empty falsehood or worthless vision, nor flattering divination. Basically, smooth divination. As you hear, I forgot what book that was in, where the people said, prophesy not to us right things, but prophesy to us smooth things. Basically, tell us lies. Don't they want to hear that stuff that makes them feel good. But the Lord is not into making you feel good. All right, this truth makes people very uncomfortable. Matter of fact, if you reading this truth and you never felt some type of moment of being uncomfortable, then the Lord might not be dealing with you. All right. And it says, for I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, saith Yahweh power. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. Right, this whole martial law, this whole famine, man, this stuff ain't going to happen till years later, man. America is booming, man. Shoot, my real estate is going up. My stock portfolio is hitting. My Bitcoin is hitting. All right. I got all these bad bitches. I just landed partner at this big time company. Everything is just falling through. They're like, okay, you believe that if you want to, but we're going to believe in the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And because you all trusted in Egypt and made not the Lord your strength, now you're in a pitiful case. Now you can't say that we weren't right. Especially the people here in Chicago. You can't say we didn't warn you. And it says, therefore say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith Yahweh power. And that word that's being done is the famine of the word. And what was it? Cheeto Face Trump got on TV and said they're going to extend the time. Now they're really doing this because to give you all a sense of false hope. Because if they said they just want to shut this bitch down completely and not release it, you all would probably riot immediately. But they just give you all a false sense of hope. But nonetheless, old Cheeto Face extended the martial law. And as long as they have this martial law in effect, as long as they have that stipulation where no more than 5 people can congregate together, then most likely you won't see GMS Chicago on the streets. All right? And that fulfills the other prophecy that's in Amos. I believe it's in Amos 5. No, it's Amos 5 and 13. It says, therefore the prudent, who are the prudent? The men of the Lord. All right, the prophets. All right. You have to remember that the Lord said that this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding dwells with a person of a humble and a contrite spirit. All right. And only the men of the Lord is going to come back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai with a humble and contrite spirit, because they know that they've done wrong. And now, since the Lord has woken them back up to who they truly are, they're going to be very humble and contrite, because they know that they've done many things that's worthy of a horrible death many times over. Okay? Those are the men who are prudent. And it says, these men, the men of the Lord, the prophets, shall keep silence in that time. And what's that time? What we have right now, the famine of the word. Why? For it is an evil time. As I said earlier in this sit down, if you get caught out here doing something you're not supposed to do, and some of these other different states in Chicago that you're not supposed to be doing, hey, they not asking no questions outside of where were you? And if that answer is wrong, you're getting arrested, you're getting locked up, or you're going to have to pay a fine, or you're going to do all three. And especially with us being men of the Lord, the most loved and hated people in the history of humankind, you better believe it's not profitable for us to be outside. Because a lot of these folks, a lot of the rebellious of our house of Israel, they can't wait to see us get locked up. All right. So this is the time where we're going to keep very silent. I mean, fortunately, we still got YouTube, but you better believe, just as they got us off the street with the quickness, hey, YouTube's not that far behind. So this door of mercy is almost shut. So if you just so happen to be new to this truth, if you part of that great multitude, you better cling and get with a man of the Lord ASAP, as in like yesterday, because this thing is about to get a whole lot worse before it gets a whole lot better. So with that being said, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. With that, we're going to say shalom.